Hi everybody, it's Eugene Lisho here, and today I'm going to talk to you about the DPI scanner here. This is a DotProduct scanner. I've got a little GoPro rigged up to it, and so you can see the screen and you'll be able to see what I am scanning. And so this is just a quick review, very simple, and just to do a quick demo of scanning. So first thing, the hardware itself is really just, this is an NVIDIA Shield tablet, and on the back I have an Xeon sensor just like this black part here. It's mounted this way, and it's just over there, and I don't want to pull off the GoPro, so just take my word for it. This is sitting up on the front. I have a handle down here, so it's got a pretty good grip, and it's fairly light, so it's not too heavy. I mean, I got some stuff on here for the GoPro, but even so, it's not uncomfortable or too heavy. So it's nice and light and fairly simple layout. Now, in terms of the software itself, it's also quite simple. So you've got file, scan, session, and settings. And this is when you first start up. These are the basic things. And just so everybody knows, I didn't look at any manual. I didn't really look at any online tutorials or anything. I just picked the thing up and I just went with it. And so from that regard, it's actually very intuitive and pretty simple to use. So what I'm going to do is just start scanning. Now, you'll notice here it says session warm-up and system warm-up. Okay, so whenever you start a new scan, the session warm-up is going to take about 30 seconds or so. But if you want an ideal scan overall, you want the system warm-up to be at the full here where you get the check mark, and that usually takes about 15 to 20 minutes or so. So that's one sort of thing that is not the greatest. You can't just kind of pick it up and run with it. You need it to stabilize in terms of temperature and such, but 15-20 minutes is not too bad. And in fact, for some reason I was switching menus, and sometimes it's going along and it actually just jumps right into the check mark there where it's done. So sometimes it happens a little bit faster than you think. So I've got detect April tags. So these tags that are just down here, one there, and I've got some spread out. I also have some checker targets like you see there. I'm going to scan these and just show you that the April targets here, they get detected in real time. So basically as you're scanning, they get detected, it recognizes them. And the April tags are used basically for loop closure. So this is not the best application, what I'm doing here, but it's just a demonstration, so we should be okay. So I'm just going to hit start mapping, and you'll see that the April tags got detected right away. And I'm going to go up this way. Okay, so you got the some calibration checkerboards there. And you'll notice on the ceiling I got some funny stuff happening, and that's probably just from these pot lights or whatever. So I'm going to go this way. It tracks pretty well. It will lose tracking depending on where you're going. There's an area here that I know is going to probably lose it. I'm going to do it on purpose just to show you how it will actually recover. So right here, somewhere around here, it should lose it a bit. Let's see. Well, there it didn't do it. Let me move over here and see what happens. Let me move this way, and it will probably, there it goes, so it lost tracking. So I'm just going to move it back down here, and it just picks it up again, and I can start scanning. So, you're back to it. It's not bad at all. You can see it's picking up the April tags. I'm going back to where I'm starting here, and that's about it. I'm going to go finish mapping. So, this area is about, I don't know, 3-4 meters in length, and fairly quick to scan. So here's the model, okay, and I like the way you can manipulate this. I don't know, the sensitivity is just right. It seems very, very intuitive when you're using it. Now, if you look at the scan, I just want to show you here. You'll see that this one target here, you got some ghosting, so some of the different frames are not properly registered. So that's where we have to do the some optimization. But you'll notice that I also have some more menu items across the top now that I've finished a scan. So if I click on targets, okay, it'll go through and it's going to go through the different frames, and it's going to look for targets. So it's found it in a bunch of frames here, 19 frames. There's also the append, and I guess I can talk about that too, but if I wanted to continue scanning, I can go to the append, okay, and I can pick a particular view and then go back to that view and then continue scanning. I'm not going to do that. There's also the optimize here, okay, so I'm going to do the global optimization. I'm going to say use April tags. Again, this may not be the best application for it, but it's just a demonstration, so you should be able to get the idea here. It doesn't take too long to process, and one of the things that I like about this system is that everything happens on the tablet. The processing is quick, the saving is quick. It does not take a lot of time at all. So there you see, there's the April tag now. You don't get any of the ghosting. It's all registered, or I guess it's done a global optimization, which is kind of nice. So that's done. Now, leveling is sometimes an issue with these handheld scanners if there's no internal inclinometer, but what we can do here is set a origin and also the Z up. So I'm going to hit set origin, and I'm just going to click on the corner point there, and then I'm going to say I want my Z to be, you know, the ground, so it'll detect the ground. It puts a vector up there, so I know that my Z is up, so it should be level at this point. There's some things we can do with measuring. We can save this now to my session stack, so I'm going to say, hey, save it. It won't take too long to do that. And then, of course, afterwards, we need to export. So there's some options for exporting if you want to. You just go over to File, and I'm going to go to Export. And so you have some different file types here. Now, I had some problems with the PTS export. I'm not sure what's going on there, but I tried PLY and PTX, and they seem to work fine. If you're going to be using Cloud Compare, you can actually bring in the native DotProduct file format without any conversion or any export. But I did try the PLY in MeshLab, and it worked fine. It looks great, no problem at all. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. I'm really impressed with what they've been able to do with a very simple sensor. And the software itself and the whole setup is very, very intuitive. It's very quick to scan and very quick to get going. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope it gives you a better appreciation for the DotProduct scanner. Thanks.